The Jewish Channel's Week in Review, Israel's new ambassador to the United States, and Israel sends a beauty ambassador here too. Plus, what the coup in Egypt means for Israel. It's the Jewish news that's changing your world right now in this episode of the Week in Review. Hello and welcome to the Jewish Channel's Week in Review. I'm Stephen I. Weiss. Israel has a new ambassador to the United States just as talks between Israel and the U.S. intensify on the peace process and as coordination between the two countries grows ever more urgent amid regional conflicts. Ron Dermer shares a trait with the current Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Michael Oren, in that both are U.S. natives. Dermer grew up a Floridian and immigrated to Israel 15 years ago. He will be taking over for Oren sometime this fall. Dermer was a senior advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for 4 years until this past March. He's previously served at the Israeli Embassy in Washington during the years 2005 through 2008 in the role of economic attaché. Netanyahu spoke of Dermer's qualifications in a statement declaring, quote, "Ron Dermer has all the qualities necessary to successfully fill this important post. I have known him for many years, and I know that Ron will faithfully represent the state of Israel in the capital of our greatest ally, the USA." Something that has both Israel and the U.S. paying a lot of attention this week is the removal of Egypt's first democratically elected president, Mohamed Morsi, under pressure from the country's independent military. The perceived coup of the presidency has many Western governments on edge. Violence between the military and Morsi's supporters has already led to at least dozens of deaths. The appointment of the perceived moderate Mohamed El-Baradei as an interim prime minister ahead of what Egypt's military says will be upcoming replacement elections is at the same time the kind of result Western governments would have wanted to see from Egypt's election a year ago, and, as the result of a coup instead of new elections, something that could create greater strife and instability within Egypt. Israel now faces the potential of 2 civil wars on its borders in Syria and Egypt. The United States' credibility is on the line in both conflicts after President Barack Obama's having made explicit statements against lines that appear to have been crossed both by the government of Syria's President Bashar Assad and Egypt's military leadership. Seen through another lens, all of these events have served to weaken Hamas. That group, which controls Gaza, has lost the extra support it had received with the Muslim Brotherhood in power in Egypt, and has also raised the ire of Iran for fighting alongside the rebels in the Syrian conflict. Bringing things full circle, with the U.S. and Israel looking to relaunch direct negotiations with Palestine, the weakening of Hamas could give a freer hand to the Palestinian Authority to actually deal with Israel. Meantime, in Israel's domestic concerns, the monthly Women of the Wall prayer meeting was again the target of violence and other efforts at disruption by ultra-Orthodox groups numbering in the thousands. An estimated 5,000 female teenagers occupied the main women's prayer area of the Western Wall to keep the Women of the Wall from prayer services at the holy site that Israeli courts have recently recognized as their right. Hundreds of ultra-Orthodox males also tried to disrupt the service, with both ultra-Orthodox men and women shouting throughout the prayer service, as well as throwing stones and eggs and other projectiles. One male supporter of Women of the Wall was reportedly beaten by a group of ultra-Orthodox men. Police responded by moving the Women of the Wall prayer service farther away from the Western Wall in a plaza area near public bathrooms. Police response to the situation was criticized by Women of the Wall leaders. "Today, police succumbed to ultra-Orthodox bullying and put us at the back of the bus again," said Women of the Wall director Leslie Zaks, adding, "Had we arrived without the police escort, we would have been able to secure a spot near the Western Wall as we've done for the past 24 years. One American woman, Rabbi Sari Laufer of Rodef Shalom in New York, is 6 months pregnant and was hit in the neck with an egg. Moving on to a different approach the Israeli government is taking to project an image of women in the Jewish state. The beauty ambassador of Israel came to the U.S. recently, and Meredith Gownsman found out what she has to say.
Summertime is all about having fun in the sun, and although soaking up the rays can give you that sun-kissed glow, it will also damage your skin if you don't protect it. Thankfully, there are countless products claiming to do just that. Protect your skin from harmful UV rays. But perhaps the best skincare advice is this.
Stay out of the sun as much as possible. The sun really, I'm not even going to mention skin cancer, but as far as aesthetic goes, the sun rays really damaging our collagen fibers, and they cause wrinkles and loss of elasticity, and it's very hard to fix it later on.
Take it from Chava Zingboyam, Israel's beauty ambassador. Over 2 decades ago, while working in dermatology, oncology, and plastic surgery at Scott and White Hospital in Texas, Zingboyam began developing beauty products based on her clinical experience.
Wrinkles and lines are aesthetic disorders. I'm 47, I have 6 kids, I'm a grandmother, I have 2 grandkids. I don't want wrinkles on my face. I don't want to look like my mother used to look when she was 47 years of age.
Developing cosmetic products that would do more than pamper your skin, Zingboyam set out to change the structure of the skin and slow the aging process through new medical methods.
So I developed that methodology that's called a dual depth methodology. We can deliver active ingredients deep within the skin without stripping the skin or without hurting the skin barrier function.
The World Health Organization defines active pharmaceutical ingredients as any substance or combination of substances intended to have a direct effect in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease. However, active ingredients in skincare products can also be harmful to skin. Zingboyam's methodology is designed to prevent that.
Those active ingredients are not good for us, but we need them because they protect us from the sun. So we capsulated them so they don't penetrate the skin. They sit on top of the skin. They're micro emulsions, you don't see them. So they don't penetrate, they sit on top of your skin. They protect the skin.
For more on Chava Zingboyam, tune into the full broadcast version of the Week in Review.
Thank you, Meredith. That's all for this week from all of us here at the Jewish Channel. Be well. The Jewish Channel is available on cable. Time Warner Cable Channel 528, IO Optimum Channel 505, RCN Channel 268, Bright House Channel 330, Verizon Fios Channel 900, Cox Cable Channel 1, Frontier Communications, and on Comcast in the on-demand menu under Premium Channels. For more information, visit tjctv.com.